So, do you want to be a better manager? Here are my top 10 tips on how to improve your management skills. Kevin Weir, your action business coach, and let's go ahead and go through those 10. The first one is know who you are. You need to know what your strengths are. You need to know what you're good at. Trying to manage by being someone else is never going to work, because guess what? Your employees will see through it really quick. So don't try to mimic somebody else. Be the authentic you when you manage. Number 2 is know who your employees are. What are their behaviors? Some of them are going to be dominant. Some are going to be people persons. Others are going to be your classic hard workers. Some are going to be detail oriented. And you also need to know what motivates them. Are they motivated by money? Are they motivated by power? Are they motivated by knowledge? Are they motivated by teamwork? If you know what your employees' behaviors are and what motivates them, it's a lot easier to manage those people. Number 3, do your employees have goals? Here's the whole thing is that your employees shouldn't just be coming to work, doing a job, and leaving. They need to have some form of goals of what they want, both in their business and in their career and maybe even in their life. So your job is to help them improve by helping them set goals for themselves and helping them achieve those goals. That's going to be a lot easier to manage an employee who has those kind of goals. Number 4 is, I'm going to say, call it follow the 5-to-1 rule. And that's basically 5 praises for every butt kick. And so our problem with managers here is we're really good at finding out that people do the wrong thing and nuking them. Oh, you've messed up here. And you needed to reverse that around. Catch people doing things right and praise them and keep praising them. Now, some people say that should be even greater than a 5-to-1 ratio. But whatever it is, work at catching your employees doing right, and you'll be a lot better off. Number 5 is communicate differently with every employee. Every single employee typically has a different way to communicate. Some are very visual communicators. Others are good at audio communication. Others are kinesthetic communicators and need to be hands-on. When you understand how an employee communicates and you mimic that communication back to them, it's going to be a lot easier to communicate. Number 6 is correct privately. If somebody messes up, you've got to take them aside and do it privately. You are not an NBA or college basketball coach where you can get away screaming and yelling at a player on the court. That's kind of a public forum anyway. Take them aside, correct them, get that one-on-one with them right then and there. So now that's number 6. Number 7 is the opposite, praise publicly. This gets back to rule number 4, is that if you catch them doing something right, you need to publicly give them a high five. Encourage them in front of others so that others see you praising them. That's going to build a lot of resilience, reserve. Employees are going to feel good about seeing others praised along with themselves. Now, number 8 is have a systems approach when you're managing employees. One of the things you should do is you should have consistent meeting processes. You should be having weekly meetings with every person that you're managing. You should have a monthly review. Have an annual review process with them. Have quarterly planning with them. Weekly is individual. The others can be groups. The annual obviously is individual. But have a systems process. Don't just try to wing it. Number 9 is actively work at getting people working well together. One of the biggest challenges that you're going to have as a manager is getting your employees to coalesce and work as a team. Find ways to get teamwork in. If it's teamwork games, if it's supporting everybody, get all the employees working well together. If you don't, then you're going to have individual silos of employees who do their thing and they don't know how to work well together. And then finally, number 10, and I might think this is probably the most important of the 10 tips, is get professional education on how to be a better manager. Nobody learns how to just be a manager effectively on their own. They typically have to get knowledge. They have to get support to really refine your management skills. So get professional education to improve your management skills. Speaking of which, we actually have a 12-week management program where you can learn how to be the very best manager you need to be. If you are interested, comment below that and we will go ahead and send you information on how to be a better manager. If you want to talk with me about your management needs or how to be a better manager, go ahead and book a 15-minute call-in. I'd love to talk with you. Go out there, be the manager that you know you can be.